So it's that time of the year when parents begin to get their children set to go back to school. It's beginning of a new term or and end of the holiday season. This holiday was quite a long one. Uh, Many times we usually love this holiday because it's a time to spend an opportunity to spend more time with your children. So here are some a few things I put together to help parents get their children ready for their back to school season. For their this is more like a back to school plan. Some of the things you should do to help your child get ready for the term, because I remember when I was small, when I was young, whenever we are coming to the end of the August holiday, I'm like, we're usually quite panicky. We're going to miss out on not having to spend your time at home, sleeping, playing with friends. But today we are learning to do it a lot more better. Yes, finding ways to get your child ready and not have them struggle with the anxiety of returning to school. So one of them is change of plans. It's important to get your child updated on the change of plans, meaning they should they should know. You should remind them that now school, it's time to return to school, so we're going to change the waking up late, having dinner late, not having your or taking more time for your games, for your play. We have to change all of that now because you need to be up early for school. You need to have your breakfast early enough. Let them know that there's going to be a change, and you could also try that change also for yourself as a parent. Begin to try the change maybe 1 week before school. Yes. Another one is motivate them. Let them know that it's not all play, because many times they will just be exhausted or not interested in the back to school idea. But let them know that, okay, this is life. You have to, there are days you're going to play, there's a time you're going to rest. You don't rest all through. You rest on some days and you play on some, and you study on some days. So we are done with the holiday season. Be grateful for this season. Be grateful that you had the time to just be at home, away from work, away from school workloads, school runs and all of that. Help them to find the joy in going back to school. Another one is getting their materials ready. This one is for you parents. Make sure you're getting all of the things they need ready, so that you don't come to that weekend to school resumption and that's day you're running about. You're wondering, okay, where is this, where is your fork, where is your spoon, where is this, where is that, do you have your pen, do you have your pencil, what about your colors, all of that. So this is the time you begin to put the things together. Make sure their bags are neat. If you need to get a new one, you get a new one. Many times I don't subscribe to the idea of buying your school, your children's back to school things by this time, because this is more like a rush hour season. So you can get their books ready, their uniforms, their socks, their lunch boxes, their wares, everything ready, set, clean, pressed, and ready for resumption day. Another one is get them well groomed, have them make their hair so they don't return to school looking like people who were just yanked off from somewhere, looking disheveled. And because many times, yeah, most parents are going to get their children's hair cut, neat, hair made. You shouldn't be left out on that, please. Then refresh on the school rules for the home. So if there are rules, there should be rules you have in your home for your children for school. Oh, whenever you come home, make sure you do your extensions, that's your assignment. You do them at so time, you go to bed at so time. Let them remind them these rules, even these rules in the school. Let them remember the rules. The rules in school. The rules in school say, oh, don't come to school with snacks. Don't come to school with colored socks. Don't come to school with earrings of this color. Remind them so they don't. Many times, some of them would have forgotten, especially if it's a new school. Then for me, one we do in my family, we try to have a hangout, whether it's the 2 Sundays or a weekend. We try to have a hangout, take the children to have a fun outing where they go have fun, play, dance, even though they've been doing that at home, but let them play, let them, that somehow refreshes them, refuels them, gets them ready for the new term. Another one, like a bonus one, pray for your children. Lay your hands upon them, pray. Tell God this new time, this new session, shouldn't go down, shouldn't get bad, they shouldn't encounter something bad on their way to school, in the school bus, they shouldn't eat poison, some whatever, like make